Hey guys, welcome back. We're back with episode 2 of the Strongman training series, where I'm training for the Strongman Throwdown at Home Gym Con. So welcome in. If you guys want to train with me, let's go. Let's get it going for episode number 2. Woo! Woo!
Son of a bitch.
We are back in here for week 2, day 1. This is February 19th. This was a Monday training session. And today is a deadlift focused day. We're doing the Home Gym Con Strongman Throwdown competition designed for me by Andrew Haynes. And here we're just working up to a heavy 3RM on deadlifts. And here you'll see I'm using the Clever Built Genesis jacks. I have the standard aluminum version and the ab mat variant, which was a collaboration between Clever Built and ab mat. It's a single deadlift jack that you can use for deadlifts, especially here. I've been doing band work and deadlifts inside the rack. We're not doing bands today, but I kind of like that position of doing it. So I'm just working up to a heavy set here, just doing some more warm-ups. And you'll see those Genesis jacks, they pretty much work the same. Here I've got both of them, and you can see how they could be very beneficial if you're doing things like block pulls or you're deadlifting inside your rack like this. Keep one side elevated. You can use 2 at a time, and it works well that way too if you don't have the space for a full-size jack. So we just added another plate here. We're just doing some more warm-ups. I think that one was 365. Then we're going to add another plate, so now we're going to we got 445s on there, so we're sitting at 405. The collars I'm using here are the Strength Co collars. I really like these snap-on collars. These say Massonomics on them, but they're made by the Strength Co. The Strength Co also has some black and silver ones. So we got that 4th plate added on there. We're going to lock those down. The bar we're using here is a 28.5 millimeter Texas Power Bar. Just the this will be the Gen 4 Texas Power Bar in the Cerakote. So it's kind of slippery at times. It has a good knurling, but it is a little slippery. So I'm going to be using some chalk here. This chalk bowl is a chalk bowl I like that you can put anywhere on the rack. It's from Stray Dog Strength. So it's pretty cool mobile chalk bowl, and it comes with the top. So it's one of the cool items that I do like that they have. So I'm just going to hit this 405 here, the last warm up, and it kind of moved decently. And now we're going to add up. We're going all the way up to 425. So this is a 3RM set, and there's something about those PR deadlift socks. So hoping for a PR here, a rep PR. Let's see what happens. So I'm pretty happy with that. I pulled that with a all-time rep PR. I'm using straps here, but that's what's going to be in the competition as well. But I've never pulled 425 for a set 3 before, so you can see I'm pretty excited about it. With the crew anthem, the Tron song in the background. So I'll let you guys just watch the rest. And now I got 2-minute rest. I've got to do back offs down here. We're doing 3 sets of 4 at 70% of that 1RM. So I've got 295 pounds. And doing these, I just did 3 sets. It calls for It calls for 3 sets of 4 reps. I did all 3 sets, but the second rep felt much easier. Now I'm starting to get ready for my yoke or heavy carries, so I'm going to go ahead and get the trap bar out and then go back into my last couple sets of the back off deadlifts here at 70%. These felt pretty good. Like I said, the second set felt way better than the first or the third set. I don't know. Maybe I just recovered better that one particular set.
Woo! Doc Hogan.
You guys said you wanted some breathing hard, so there you go. Okay, last set here. Back offs, 297.5. And then we're out on the street. We're warming up and doing heavy carries. I did a couple runs of just one plate. And then I've got some where I did 225. The bar is a 45-pound bar. So the bar is a 45-pound bar. So I got 2 plates on each side. This is a 12-minute EMOM. So every minute on the minute, 50-foot carries. I got 2 little stations here I stopped. The rest of the remaining minute and then go back. I got my timer set up there on the mailbox, so it's pretty easy to do these little runs. And then I worked up to the 315 for the last few, just try to get used to that heavier weight. And I'm doing this with the thick handles, so it's the trap bar handles, but it's the 33 millimeter handles that I'm using. So it's pretty difficult to hold on to that and walk. I don't have a yoke yet, so there are supposed to be some yokes mixed in here. So I had to cut the yoke and only do the carries. And then here's a hack for you. This is strategery. Got the hand truck out there, or the 2-wheel dolly, loading up all the 45s on there. So you got 6 45s on there. And just on the hand truck, and just roll those back in to the garage, which is over here to the left. Pick up the trap bar. Then I have a couple mats out there, a couple extra stall mats or a gymnastics mat out there on the floor. So I got this sped up for you. I'm just going to haul that off. That would actually be a sneaky strongman competition event, would be stall mat carries. How many stall mats could you move from one point to another in a few minutes? That's one thing I'd like to see. The Massonomics guys have brought that up over the years, and I think that would actually be a pretty good strongman event. So now we're back in the gym for assistance work. We got single arm dumbbell rows, superset with lat pull downs. So I'm using the adjustable bench here as the rep. And I'm just doing, I've got my hand position there turned to the inside, and I've just got my knee barely touching the front of that. I'm not leaning or sitting on the pad. I just have my knee slightly rested on that pad. I'm not putting much weight or anything at all, just kind of to hold my position there. And I'm using that hand turned in, and it gives me a better range of motion. I think the first person I saw do this kind of a row like that, the single arm row with the arm turned in like that, was Matt Winning, so shout out to him. Caught that on one of his videos, and it's comfortable for me, so I continue doing it. And then back to the superset lat pull downs. I'm doing the wide grip here on the clever belt Atlas attachment, and I'm just going to hit those. And this is an epoch set. So what I'm doing here on these is as each set the weight goes up, 10 to 20 pounds, and then the rest time increases 20 seconds. So I'll switch to a heavier dumbbell here, and I'll add 10 or 15 pounds to the lat pull down, and then I'm going to rest an extra 20 seconds and then superset it again. So that's what I'm doing here. One hack on these dumbbell rows that you'll see is what I do after I hit my set is I just roll the dumbbell underneath the bench to the other side, and then just take a step to the right, and I'm in pretty good position, and start doing it there instead of trying to pick the dumbbell up and move it around the bench or there's not much room behind me here either. I have other stuff behind where my stance is here. So there you go. See, I'll just roll it underneath there, and then I kind of just slide over, and then just turn my hand in, and I'm ready to go. It's pretty quick too. Easy transition. And then you only need one dumbbell because you're doing single arm rows, so you don't have to get out extra dumbbells or anything from the floor. These feel really good. I do like some single arm work. The single arm rows just feel a lot better for me than doing like cable rows or seated rows. I like these or a traditional barbell row for me personally. This is what it calls for in the program, but I'm just saying in general, I feel like I get a better thing out of it if I'm doing a single arm dumbbell row or a barbell over like a cable row, traditional seated cable row or low row. And then just gonna bust right into these. I don't think I'm gonna make you guys watch all the supersets. I'm not gonna go up in every single weight, but I might speed some of them up here, but it's just gonna be the same thing. We're just adding weight each time and then adding 20 seconds to the rest time. So like on the lat pull downs, I hit 100, 110, 120. And on dumbbells, I was hitting like 60, 65, 70. As the weight increased, I get extra 20 seconds of rest time, but then I have to go right back in to do a set of 15, 12, 10, 8. We're back on to week 2, day 2. This is a press focus day, and the main movement for today is the axle clean and press. The goal for this workout, at least for the top set, is to work up to a 3 RM. So I've got about 15 minutes to work up to my best 3 RM clean and press. So on this one, it's a 3 RM, but you're just going to clean it from the ground once and then try to get 3 presses out of it, or push presses. I'm just warming up here. Now I'm up to what will be my top set. This is the Fringe Sport Shorty Axle Bar, so it's only a 22-pound bar, so I got 2 plates on there, and so I'm at about 202 pounds here. So this is the most I've ever done, even for one. I got 194 a few weeks ago, and I got last week I did a triple at 185. So here, and I'm just rowing it up, inching it up my chest. I've noticed I can hold on to it and row it double overhand, which is awesome. I don't have to switch my grip. If I can do this, the comp weight I believe is 200. So if I can do this for 3, I should be able to. If I can do this for 3, I should be able to hit the 200 comp weight fairly easily with the double overhand row and just inching it up my chest. I kind of have to give it a little jump each step there. I can get it over my belt, and then I just kind of inch it up. And here I tried to get 3. I'd say we got 2.5. So I can at least get 1, but I didn't make it to the overhead. Oh, then we got a surprise delivery from UPS. A couple items from Fringe Sport. Fringe Sport sent the Farmer's Walk handles. These are the loadable handles that come with collars, knurled handles. So we can train for that frame carry with these handles, and then they're 20 kg heavy axle bar. It's another fat axle bar, but it's 20 kg, which is 44 pounds instead of the 22 that we've got here on the shorty bar. And see here, I just messed up. You may have seen it at the beginning, and then also when my collars popped off. So I love these Strength Co collars, but dropping it from overhead, it's probably not best for those. So I did switch those over to some of the just the regular OSO collars or axle collars. So I can row it up here, and then I can kind of pop it up. We back down on this one. This is a clean and press AMRAP at 75% of the 3 RM we just did. So I started at 202, back this down to 151.5, and 3 sets of AMRAP to get as many reps as we can. So on the first go round, I got 8 reps. The second one, I got 8 reps, and then on round number 3, I got 9 reps. So somehow I got 1 extra rep.
Whew. Maybe could have done 1 or 2 more, but I was running out of air.
That's just me saying I'm fat and I ran out of air on there. I probably could have got a couple more reps on that last one when I was really going for it, but I just ran out of air. So switch to these. And then I actually did get more this last time because I got 9 instead of 8. You're about to see that right here. This is how I do my wrist wrap. So if you don't know anything about wrist wraps, you kind of want to cover the top of your hand at an angle and then go about a 1/4 inch down, 1/2 inch down, about, I'd say 65% the first go around, 85% the next go around, and then 100% that very last one. That's how I like to wear mine. So I'm doing it about 65%, 70%, and then 100% on that last rotation, that last revolution. You'll see I've kind of like, I'm dropping it down each one of those, basically a line, one line down. So it stacks your wrist so you can only bend it back so far. So your wrist is in a really good position and you still have some mobility there. I really like the wrist wraps on any kind of pressing movement. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Either I miscounted or I missed one. And then the spider chalk, yeah, that's what I'm using. I recommend it. They gave me a discount code too. I'll try to remember to put that in there somewhere. If not, if I forget, just DM me or something. I'll give you the discount code. And then, of course, we got wife life. So she doesn't know she's on camera, and now she does. So maybe this is the last set. Yeah, this is the last set. You got to make sure you get the extra rep when your wife's out there. So here we go. Now on these, I don't really have to push press these. I'm strong enough to AMRAP these, or at least press these strict, but it's calling for clean and press and press away, so many reps as possible. I'm just trying to get in rhythm here and get used to the timing and pushing that weight. I don't need to use my knees on this, but I'm just doing it to try to get more reps and more experience with this. And then now we're moving on to circus dumbbell. It's a circus dumbbell familiarity, so just trying to get used to the movement. I don't have a circus dumbbell, so what I'm having to do here is I have just a regular Rep Fitness dumbbell, and these are just some of the warm-ups. I think I'm just warming up on this one. But what I'm going to do after I start warming up is I'm going to do the fat grips on there, so it makes it on top of these dumbbells. I already kind of have a thicker grip, so it's going to give me a 2.5 inch, almost a 3 inch grip on these dumbbells. So you see me here, I'm putting the fat grip on there, and it's going to make it much harder to hold on to. And I worked up to, I think I did a 75. I got it up to a 75-pound dumbbell. In the competition, I'm going to have to do 100. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have to work up to a 100-pound single arm press or a circus dumbbell press. But right now, on this day, high five. Yeah, kids, I love them. But on this day, I worked up to a 75-pound press for 3. Well, I attempted 3 anyway. I got 2 with my left arm, so apparently my left arm is better at circus dumbbell pressing than my right arm, which is weird because my right arm is my dominant arm. So the wife, you know, she likes a little strongman training. I don't really know that she does, but hey, she's supportive, so we love her. She's going to Home Gym Con, so you guys want to meet her? Come to Home Gym Con and you'll get to meet her. Now that was me. I flubbed up and I pressed one fairly well, but I hit the ceiling. So I have a pull-up bar hanging down from the ceiling with some stuff on it, and I pressed it straight up and hit the ceiling. So I recovered it pretty well, but I didn't. Here I cheated myself. I feel like I could have got it, but my hand just went and grabbed my other hand, I guess, because I was scared. Here we go, left hand. See, the left hand seems to be a little better at the dumbbell press, which is weird. So, it is what it is. Use what you got. Keep it rolling. Then we're going to move on to a Moxie set, which is another 10-minute EMOM. So we got every minute on the minute here with specialty bar incline bench press with superset with a Russian twist. So it's every minute on the minute. So you get 4 reps of the incline, and then you're trying to hit 10 reps of the Russian twist, and then whatever you do in between is your rest period. So I'm using the AbMat landmine here. I'm using the Rogue landmine with the AbMat landmine grip. So on each set here, I'm hitting my incline bench press for 4 reps with the Fringe Sport multi-grip bar, which is very similar to the Kabuki Cadillac bar, if you've ever seen that bar, but this one is a much better price. So if you guys see that available or find it somewhere for a good price, I would check it out. If you want a Cadillac style bar, and then I'm going to go over here and hit these Russian twists. So I got 10 reps of those. And these things will burn up your abs, man. This and the ab rollouts are something that really just wears me out, but I could tell that it carries over to my other movements, like my carries, squats, deadlifts. I noticed my core has gotten a lot stronger by doing some of these movements. So these are kind of for speed and for time. It's kind of working on your lifting conditioning. So that's something I like with doing a lot of powerlifting training. This is something that I've noticed I'm getting a lot more capacity by doing these sets. So I'm glad that they're in there. They're fun to do, and it kind of mixes it up. So here's just another angle of the bar and the incline press. And then you superset that with those. Now, it's a 10-minute EMOM, so I'm going to cut it after this one. You're not going to watch all 10 rounds of it or whatever. I'll speed it up or something. You're not going to have to watch a 10-minute EMOM. It's just to get you guys to see what we're doing and what I'm working on. Some of the stuff may get left out, but I'm trying to hit all the main ones or things that I didn't do last time or that are new for this week. So we're going to finish up these Russian twists. And then we are moving on. Let's write down how much we did, how many reps, sets, what the weight was. Keep track of that. That's why I got the book, the printout. So you see each round I'm doing here, I just mark it off or make a tally mark. And then we'll move on. I'll move on to the next stuff for you guys. So clean up as I go between the rest periods. I try to clean up, so put the barbells away, do all that stuff. These are the magnetic speed pins from Surplus Strength. They're reversible magnets, so you can stick them against your power rack or whatever. So what I like to use one of them for here is on my landmine. I just put it down here in the hole, and then the back of it's magnetic so that it holds your landmine up. That's kind of a hack if you have a landmine, a magnetic landmine. Keep it stored up out of the way, and it stays up there pretty well. And then you see my daughter back there. She got her yo-yo. She's doing all these yo-yo tricks. She likes walking the dog and doing all these different tricks. So we're going right into accessories or the assistance work. So we got front raises, hammer curls, tricep extensions. And I'm just kind of doing all that in a superset fashion. And then here I like to do these overhead tricep extensions or power bombs, I think they have been called in the past. I'm trying to keep my elbows forward, and then I'm doing this variation because I have to do a lot of overhead movements for this strongman competition. So I figured this is has better carryover than doing tricep extensions on a rope pulley or a cable system. So I'm doing those with that way, and I think I did 60 pounds and 75 pounds there. Oh, and then we got a little special delivery from Plate Snacks on this day. And what's in the box? We got some stickers and another sticker. So thanks, Plate Snacks. Always cool getting extra stickers and things from the community. And then this was a banner I ordered from Plate Snacks. If you didn't know, they do custom banners. You can use code CARP or code UNPAID to save on your Plate Snacks banners. This is a crew for Massonomics Discord crew. Lift Hard, Live Easy, designed by Joey Malesko's wife, I believe. So check those out. We're moving on into day 3. Day 3 of week 2 was a squat focus day, and it calls for SSB squats. It actually calls for heavy box squats, but I'm just doing straight SSB squats. Here I'm just trying to get my knee sleeves worked up to a few sets, getting up to a top set. So I'm putting on these Pioneer competition knee sleeves on all my heavy sets. So I worked up to a heavy set of 5. The goal here was 350. And if you've never used these powerlifting knee sleeves, these things are legit. I actually had to send mine other ones back, or actually sold them. I sold them here locally. I was going to return them because I measured and got the size that I thought I needed, but apparently one of my calves is about an inch and a quarter larger than the other side. So really I need to go up a size or 2 sizes because I have one leg bigger than the other, which is kind of a weird thing for me. So ideally what I would need probably is a 3X and a 4X on the other leg, but I'm not going to buy 2 different sleeves. So I kind of just have to squeeze into the one on the right leg, and it's way more difficult for me to get it on. And you'll see later when I get it off. So here I got a top set of 350. I'm going for a heavy set of 5. These felt pretty good. I've been having some trouble with my left knee recently, but with those sleeves on, you get a lot of support. And then I'm doing some back offs here, down to 320. You know, it looks like I got 295 on the bar, but you guys have to be aware that this is like a 69-pound bar, 70-pound bar if you add the collars, because my collars are half-pound each. So then superset these with hanging knee raises, and these really suck with those Pioneer knee sleeves, but like I said, I can't really get them off, so I kind of keep those on for these main sets, and then I'll take them off the last set and just use bare knees, or I'll put my Ray-Bans back on. There's just another angle. You see I'm doing these hanging knee raises. I can't get full extension because of the knee sleeves, but I can get mostly up there. And then just another back off set. This is 320. Looks like 295, but it's 320 with the clips and the 69-pound SSB safety squat bar. And in between these sets, coming up next, I've got the sandbag extensions. So in between sets, I don't know if I filmed it or not, but I moved the sandbags that are over there, that are right here. I'm gonna get these knee sleeves off. After I take the knee sleeves off, I slide the sandbags over there to start getting ready for extensions. But you'll see how hard it is for me to take these knee sleeves off, and I'll show you what it looks like, how tight they are and everything. So these are definitely your competition sleeves. I would definitely suggest going up a size, but that's just me personally. If you want them to be super tight, I definitely would not go down a size. Like a lot of times guys will try to get a size lower or 2 sizes lower for competition. these, your true to size, are going to be perfect probably for competition. If you want something better for a day-to-day sleeve and one that maybe a little looser, I would definitely go up a size for your everyday training and maybe keep an extra pair for competition. But you can see like the back of my legs are turning blue and I'm getting marks in there. And then we're just doing some more knee raises right before we get into the sandbag work. So here I've got my medium sandbag. I think it's right around 170. And I'm just going to do extensions with these. I'm going to do 3 sets of 5 extensions. So I'm trying to get it as high as I can. I'm going to try to do it a couple different ways because in this competition we have sandbag over bar or sandbag over yoke. So I just have to be able to get it higher, my chest high enough to where I can get it over a 52-inch bar. So I'm trying to practice that in different ways. I tried to do the large bag here and I couldn't even get it up, so I had to go back to the medium bag. But I at least wanted to give it a shot and see if I could get it up there for multiple reps. I have lapped this bag before, so I know I can lap it. But as far as extending it, you know, over my head, this is a 225-pound bag bar. Oh, this is a 225-pound bag. So for bag over bar, I just have to do a 200-pound bag. So I'm not quite to the 225 yet. So I'm working reps with that 175, and you'll see like I kind of like I'm just going to have to. Andrew Haynes did send me some clips, so maybe I'm going to try his. He tried to do something similar to this where he gets it up this way, the hot dog style, and throws it up. But I'm going to need some more practice of that. I think I can get it with more practice, but I was having trouble holding on to it. So back to the medium-sized bag, and I can get this up and I can do extensions with it. But for sandbag over bar, I think what I need to do is do it long ways and roll it up. You'll see as one of the reps toward the end here, I kind of figured it out as I'm doing it. I'm kind of learning on the go. Like I did it this way. And one of the first couple reps I did is perfect, but I couldn't regather it and hold on to it anymore. The first rep, if I could do it like that every time, I think I'd be able to cycle these over the bar pretty well, or at least, you know, get a few reps, because it's going to be an AMRAP, as many head-to-head over bar. So I can get it up here like this, and if I go like this, I think I can definitely get us. But as I do it, I started losing my grip on it. It started sliding down. I had to adjust. I couldn't get the same grip, so it might have been better to go all the way down to the ground and then start over. But once I did it, I couldn't quite get it all the way up like I wanted. But if I roll it up like that, I think I can get it over the bar if I can keep a hold of it. Because the strength's there, I just can't hold on to it with my arms. And then day 4 here is another deadlift focus day. This is a band day. And this day did not go very well for me at all. I just think I'm fatigued. I'm sore as shit. And I worked up, I did the 297 with the band. So you get about 20 pounds of band pressure on each band. I measured them. I got me a luggage scale and I measured them. So I'm looking at about 40 pounds total band tension on top of whatever's on the bar. So I'm supposed to do 362 here, plus the 40 pounds of band tension. And yeah, I really couldn't get it off the floor. So there was no chance. This is 85%. There's no chance of me working up to 100% for 3. I'm supposed to get up to 425, but I couldn't even get the 365 or 362 off the ground. I tried it multiple times. I'm only showing you guys once here, but I said, hey man, I'm just going to call it a day.
We live by another day. We live by another day. Yes. What in there?
That's all for episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3. Thanks for watching and go lift.